A body emerged from the ice. At first, everyone assumed it was a modern-day accident, but that guess was 5,300 years wrong. In September 1991, hikers in the Ötztal Alps, near the border of Austria and Italy, came across a strange sight. The body of a man was half exposed from a glacier. The skin was black, the clothes were torn, and one arm was stretched out as if he were trying to crawl at the last moment. The authorities immediately assumed it was the victim of a recent mountain accident. But then things started to go wrong. The tools near the body were not made of steel. The clothes were not made of modern cloth. And the axe, made of almost pure copper, was from a world that predates writing. The man was later named Ötzi, after the Ötztal Mountains where he was found. When carbon dating was done, experts were left speechless. Ötzi died around 3300 BC, that is, 2,000 years before the pyramids of Egypt were built. Ötzi was not just ancient, he was preserved. The ice sealed him like a time capsule. His skin, internal organs, the food in his stomach, even the pollen in his intestines were preserved. The experts learned what he had eaten before he died, where he had been. It was also discovered that he suffered from joint pain, parasites, and chronic pain. Then they found the thing that changed everything. An arrowhead. It was embedded in his shoulder. Ötzi did not die of cold. He was murdered. Modern scans revealed that the arrow had severed an artery, causing severe internal bleeding. Blow marks on the head suggested that he had fallen suddenly, and then it was left there, high in the mountains, where the snow quickly buried the crime. 5,300 years passed. The killer was never found. Ötzi's body was riddled with more secrets. He had more than 60 tattoos on his body, straight lines and crosses. These were not decorations. Many of them were in places that are now called acupuncture points. That is, thousands of years ago, there was a knowledge of medicine that we consider modern. His copper axe also changed history. Experts thought that copper tools were only ceremonial or rare in that era. But Ötzi's axe bore clear signs of use. This meant that modern metalworking, power, violence, and social distinctions had long since transformed human societies. He was no caveman. He was a skilled man living in a dangerous world. Today, Ötzi is kept in a special temperature-controlled chamber, frozen in the same state he was found. Scientists are still studying him. New scans every decade reveal a new disease, a new injury, a new clue. But one question still lingers. Who fired that arrow? A man was killed in the Alps before history. The ice hid him from memory, and science brought him back. Ötzi is famous not because he lived, but because he survived so well that he could tell us who we are. And his story teaches archaeology a terrible truth. Sometimes the oldest murder is the most preserved.